Hello and welcome to RSU's Happenings on the Hill, a student-produced news brief of what's going on at RSU's Claremore campus. I'm Adrienne Munoz.
And I'm Will Leckie. If you haven't noticed, sections of RSU's campus are under construction. Work is being done to improve the safety of our campus sidewalks and the campus drainage problem near the Centennial Center. In addition, the parking lots at Centennial Center and Prep Hall are all being resurfaced.
RSU recently hosted its annual Early Enrollment Day for students graduating from high school or transferring and wanting to attend RSU this summer or in the fall. If you missed it, it's not too late to get enrolled. All you need to do is go to RSU's website at rsu.edu and click on either Apply Now or Visit Campus.
RSU has a new university logo. It was unveiled the 1st of March and focuses on the history of the 116-year-old institution while also representing a new era for the school.
Two significant milestones for RSU include the first MBA students graduating this May, as well as RSU being in its final stages of transition to NCAA Division II. Here's a look at RSU's past and future.
Our history is one that is marked by
innovation,
honor,
tradition,
service,
diversity, excellence.
Through it all, we have remained committed to transforming lives through education.
With this new era comes a new look,
one that draws upon our distinctive history
and looks forward
to new possibilities.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
Since 2014, RSU has been one of two Oklahoma universities to offer the Guard Officer Leadership Development Program, otherwise known as the GOLD program. However, a recent reduction in the Army's workforce has caused the Oklahoma National Guard to make do with less. As Austin Burwell tells us, RSU has once again stepped up to the plate.
Since the many decades ago when RSU was the Oklahoma Military Academy, the university has strived towards maintaining strong ties with its roots in military service and tradition. One way it continues to do this is through RSU's GOLD program. I spoke with Dr. Kenneth Hicks, head of the History and Science Political Department here at RSU, about what this program is and why it's important to the students participating, as well as how recent national defense budget cuts have affected this program and others like it.
The GOLD program is an acronym for the Guard Officer Leadership Development Program. It is sort of the equivalent for the National Guard of the ROTC programs for the regular Army. The main problem was that the sequester that exists at the federal level, it's an agreement basically to cut the budgets in certain areas, that a lot of those were in defense, and one aspect of the Defense Department cuts were cuts to training programs like the GOLD program. We were one of four in the state, and unfortunately due to budget shortfalls they cut all the programs. But because of the support that RSU had through the Oklahoma Military Academy Alumni Association for scholarship money, the Guard agreed to actually extend our program. So we're going to be the only program on the state.
Thanks to support from OMA alumni and the National Guard, RSU has been able to assist military students in pursuing their careers at both the military and civilian level, staying true to the tradition of OMA. This is Austin Burwell reporting.
RSU Public TV is producing 12 one-minute videos entitled Oklahoma Heroes that each month will honor a vet who is continuing to make a difference in his or her community. They will run between programming on RSU TV as well as through the station's social media outlets.
Graduation will be here before you know it. I know, being a senior myself, that it's time to start thinking about your future and your first job. RSU's Career Internship and Graduate Fair is a good place to start looking and see what opportunities are out there. If you want to have your resume looked over in advance, just email it to hirehillcats@rsu.edu. Besides your resume looking good, you also want to look good to impress that new potential employer. Briley Harbuck sat down with Callie Knight to find out what RSU's new career closet can do for you.
The Career Closet is an opportunity for students to come through and pick out something to wear for an interview, like a professional dress type interview. It's free for students. I'd gone to a conference. Several other schools had talked about having a closet where they lent out clothes for students to utilize for interviews, and so I was wanting to do that for RSU, knowing, that we have a lot of first-generation students that, maybe they're the first ones out of their family to come, and so there's not that, it's not accessible to them to find that kind of outfit. And we had an anonymous donor call us and say that they wanted to bring a bunch of suits, and we just said, we've got to do it.
To schedule a meeting or to find out how you can make donations to the Career Closet, you can contact the Office of Student Affairs at 918-343-7579, or you can email Callie Knight at cknight@rsu.edu. For Happenings on the Hill, I'm Briley Harbuck.
This year's graduation is scheduled for Saturday, May 7th, with the Associate's Degree ceremony beginning at 10 and the Master's and Bachelor's Degree ceremony at 1. Students will be allotted 5 tickets each to share with family and friends. After April 15th, if you haven't claimed your tickets, they will be redistributed among those students who want more.
This year's annual Field of Dreams baseball banquet held in Claremore collected almost $24,000 for the area's baseball programs. The funding is split 3 ways and given to RSU's baseball program as well as to Claremore High School for its regular and summer programs. Sarah Rogers talked to the organizer of the event, Wayne McCombs.
The Claremore Baseball Banquet was established in 2005. It's been going on now for 11 years. And the object of the banquet is to raise money for the 3 baseball programs in Claremore, which include Rogers State University, Claremore High School, and also the Claremore Summer Baseball program at Legion Field. The money goes for all 3 programs. All of us that are on the committee played baseball here in Claremore on Legion Field, and somebody was there before we came on the field and prepared it and got it ready to go and had it set up. So we want to be the same way for the players to come later on. The field's set up, you got your uniforms, and you're ready to go. So we want to contribute the way people contributed for us back in the 1940s and 50s.
It's not often that a fan becomes more than just a spectator at an event. But we aren't talking about your everyday fan. We're talking about Mark Haggard, also affectionately known as Hag. But around RSU Athletics, Mark was known by another nickname, the father of the athletic department. Mike Brower has more.
Sports are big on the campus of Rogers State.
Hartzler puts it in, and a foul on Gramlich. Yes, sir!
But they couldn't survive without support from their fans. Today we are remembering one of those fans, Mark Haggard, who had a big impact on the athletic department. Recently I sat down with someone who knew Mark well, Ryan Irwin.
I met Mark when I first started here at RSU back in October of 2013. Numerous people that I came in contact with said, you got to meet Mark. He's a big-time Hillcat fan.
Mark became known as the father of the athletic department, and I was curious to know how Mark earned that nickname.
Just kind of because he always showed up and never would leave. He lived really close to campus, was involved in anything and everything, and was always willing to help, not just someone that was a fan. But really went above and beyond.
Mark passed away on July 1st, 2015 at the age of 55. To keep Mark's memory alive, a 5th-year scholarship fund was set up in his honor to help student athletes complete their degree. I asked Ryan how he thought Mark would have felt about this honor.
He wouldn't be a big fan of having his name on it, but he would be proud to know that it's going to help students finish their degree.
To help fund the 5th-year scholarship, the first annual Hag Dog Memorial Tournament is being held on April 8th.
We're excited to have that on, like you said, Friday, April 8th over at Heritage Hills Golf Course. We've got 20 teams signed up, only 3 spots left, so it's going to be a great inaugural event and hoping something we can build on for the years to come.
For more information on the golf tournament, you can contact Amy Cope at 918-521-5145. For RSU's Happenings on the Hill, I'm Mike Brower.
Thank you for joining us and seeing all the events going on at RSU.
We'll be back in several weeks with more Happenings on the Hill.